All right. So the name of the I've entitled this next article. It's not the actual name of the article, but I've entitled it "I Think He Lied." Okay.
Let me
So
guess. Is it about a financial advisor?
it is. All right. The Market Watch advice column. Somebody wrote in and said, "How much does an advisor make monthly off the $300,000 he put in the stock market from my 401k?" She said he answered that question by saying, "I don't make anything off your money." She's wondering if that's possible and should she press for a more detailed answer. So he says he's not making anything off her money. I think he lied.
I think he might have lied too, and he may be in some trouble right now.
Yeah.
I think the SEC, if they're reading this, or FINRA, or whoever's obviously governing that account, could be kind of scratching their head. There's a lot of ways financial advisors make money. They can, charge 1% is probably the most common. When you charge a percentage, it's 1%, 1.2, 1.5, 0.9, whatever it is. So whatever account value is set at the end of every month or quarter, they take that percentage of that, quarterly rate from your accounts, and it comes out of your money. It comes out of your money. It's deducted as a line item. That is one way they make money. They also can get paid from things like mutual funds. Mutual funds are a very popular tool over the 80s and 90s. They're kind of going away now. Actively managed mutual funds are kind of a dying breed, and mostly because of their cost. They're too expensive. American funds, things like that. They're just too expensive of holdings. And when people dig into that, they say, oh my gosh, I'm paying another 1%. And, the financial advisor could have got paid a commission for selling that investment. They could have got paid a lot of different things for that investment. And it's very confusing, Randy, right? Because people aren't getting the answers they need. So the tool that we brought to everyone, and what makes this so cool, is we have a subscription with Morningstar, which is the world's largest financial kind of hub of information, and it has some pretty neat services. And one of the services we provide is called the fee filter. So when you come in for your first meeting and you obviously have a conversation with us, part of our roadmap process is that we build a fee filter where we dump all of your account statements into the filter, and it spits out what you're paying your advisor and what you're paying for your investments, and it gives you both. And then we project it over, obviously, a 25-year-old retirement. So if you're, a lot of times we're seeing people paying $200,000, $300,000, $400,000 of fees, and these aren't for millionaires, Randy. These are for people that have $750,000.
Mm-hmm.
If I were to guess, this person said, "How much are you paying?" I'd say you're probably paying all in, if you have actively managed mutual funds, probably $5,000 or $6,000 a year. Or over the course of retirement, I mean, you can do that math, as fast as I can. You're paying over $100,000, $125,000 to this advisor for their advice, and that's not even counting the 401k fees, Randy. That's just investment and advisor costs.
Wow.
So it just adds up, and I think the unfortunate part of, or maybe the evil genius of the financial industry, is they found this slow bleed, right? They drip it out of your account, and it doesn't feel like a lot because it's every quarter you're seeing that, like, oh, I saw like a $2,000 draw in Q1, another 2,000 in Q2, and you don't really pay attention because it's not meaningful. If you have $1 million, you're like, oh, okay. I guess that's some kind of fee or some kind of loss, and you don't really pay attention. And of course, they don't put a flashlight on it.
Mm-hmm.
And over the course of your retirement, they always say the leaky faucet can end up filling up a couple swimming pools over the course of a retirement. And that's how we feel about these fees. Like, why are we paying? And we don't know what we're paying for. Are they just paying to sell us investments? Are they doing anything else? Are they doing our taxes? Are they doing our tax returns? Are they doing our tax map, or a tax plan for my IRA? Are they providing me legal documents? Are they doing anything that actually helps me in retirement? Or are they just picking, randomly guessing, and hoping the stock market goes up? And I think that's where most financial advisor camps land, despite all this hoopla about, financial plans and budgets and income plans. At the end of the day, they're just selling investments and then guising it as something else. And unfortunately for people like this gentleman here on Market Watch, it's a buzzsaw. And when you really find out about it, you're angry. And you're like, you feel kind of, betrayed and cheated, and you don't know where to go from there. And the industry is just set up that way, Randy. It's built to make sure that they take as much money from you as possible without you knowing, and they do it by liquidating your accounts. And at Golden Reserve, we operate differently. We don't charge a percentage fee because we don't think that's the right way to do it. Why would we arbitrarily charge a fee based on the zeros in your account? Shouldn't we do it based on the services we provide? So we usually charge a flat $3,000 fee. regardless of how much money you have, and that includes your tax return, your tax map from our CPAs, your legal plan. We can redo all your legal documents. We'll do your investment selection, blah blah blah. We'll add all those things in there, and we do it at a flat fee because we think that's fair. And it's always a lot less than what they're paying. So when someone's paying $10,000 and getting nothing, and then they come to us and get $3,000, it's almost like, this is too good to be true. What aren't you guys telling us?
Right.
And we're like, we're just trying to do the right thing. It's not like we're working for free here. We make money. But at the end of the day, we feel like it's a great way for you to understand exactly how much you're being charged. And then because of that, you can equate value. You can say, okay, I'm getting charged $3,000. So I know if I'm getting these things, I think it's worth it, or I think it's not worth it. I mean, that's how you should make decisions. But the financial industry has brainwashed the country into letting them just slowly drip these out of the accounts and charge 1%. And there's no transparency. There's no, obviously, accountability, because you never have to cut a check to them. They just take it out of your accounts and you don't even know when and how. And Randy, the dark secret that I talk about all the time is when you spend your money, when you enjoy your money, when you do anything with your money, that financial advisor takes a pay cut. And to me, that takes an inherent conflict of interest and amplifies it. So at the end of the day, do they ever want you spending their money? Of course they don't. Do they want you paying taxes ahead of time on your IRA? Of course they don't, because then you take a pay cut. Do they want you picking conservative investments? Of course they don't, because they can't charge 1% for CDs or annuities. So when they can't do these things and they lose money, all those things become bad, or they become stupid, or they become, no, you shouldn't do that. And then when you dig in, you realize the only real reason they don't want you to do those things is because they will literally take a pay cut, even though it's in the retiree's best interest.